everyone, and welcome back. In the previous video, you learned about design plasmids, and now you'll learn about another method called gel electrophoresis. Gel electrophoresis is a technique used to separate DNA fragments or other macromolecules, such as RNA and proteins, based on their size and charge. In this technique, a current is run through a gel containing the molecules, which are then separated. Now, how do you actually do gel electrophoresis? It starts off with the gel itself that is used in the DNA separation and is made out of a polysaccharide called agarose. At one end of the gel, there are pocket-like indentations called wells, which is where the DNA samples will be placed. However, before that is added, the gel has to be placed in a gel box, in which the end with the wells is hooked up to a negative electrode, and the other end without the wells is hooked to a positive electrode. The main part of the box, which is where the gel is placed, is filled with a salt-containing buffer solution that can conduct current. Once all of this is done, the DNA samples are transferred into the wells, with one of them being used for the DNA ladder. A DNA ladder is a standard reference that contains DNA fragments of known lengths. When the power to the gel box is turned on, that's when the gel electrophoresis happens. Current flows through the gel, and since DNA molecules have a negative charge, they move towards the positive end of the box. However, what separates DNA samples are their sizes, since they have the same amount of charge per mass. When the gel runs through, which is what it's called when the power is turned on and current is passing through the gel, the shorter pieces travel to the positive end faster than the longer pieces. After the gel has run for some time, the shortest pieces of DNA will be close to the positive end of the gel, while the longest pieces of DNA will remain near the wells. Once all of this is done, the gel is then examined to determine the results. The gel is stained with a DNA-binding dye and placed under a UV light, causing the DNA fragments to glow. A well-defined line of DNA on a gel is called a band, which contains a large number of DNA fragments of the same size that travel together to the same position. The bands in the samples are then compared to the DNA ladder, determining their approximate sizes. That's all for the process of gel electrophoresis, and thanks for watching!